Oh, what the hell? Did I ask for lens flare, J.J. Abrams? No, I did not. Piss off to your own world. Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for another exciting episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. What's that? That's right, we're going to dig down deep, find out what we're going to pluck out today. Oh, I wonder what it will be, but I am hoping it's not going to be Nick Cage, because if it's Nicolas Cage, I'll be reviewing the film Stark Bollock Naked, and we don't want that. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Let's find out then. Oh, what's it going to be?
What's in the Poundland bin?
Hello, Poundland Bin. Are you ready to be examined inside? Right, okie dokie, here we go. You ready, folks? Okie dokie, let's do it. Oh, and a bit of all as well. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Oh my God, it's got stuck. Oh, got one. Oh yes, I've got one. And would you believe it's a sealy sealed one? Oh, yes. Right, okie dokie. Right, are you ready? Let's do it. Let's find out what we've got. I bet you're a fiver it's upside down. It's upside down. No, it's not Nicolas Cage. You're all right, don't worry. Oh my God, this is a very recent one, this one. Wow. Oh, this is going to be really weird. This is going to be really weird and probably crap. Oh, zombie. Bin Laden will rise again. Rise, Bin Laden. The axis of evil dead. Oh, God, look at that lot. There's something to do with Dusty, a yoga instructor from Colorado, is on a desperate rescue mission in the Middle East to save her brother. What? That sounds really shit. Right, okay, let's stick it in the player and find out. This is going to be really weird. Okie dokie, let's find out what O Zombie is. Okay, so wrapping is off. I doubt there'll be any kind of digital. No, just the disc with Osama bin Laden. Okie dokie, this is an 18. This must be a bit gory. Lots of swearing maybe. Nice and clean disc. Right, let's put it in the player. Master Yoda. If into the security archives you go, only bad acting you will find. Whatever. Okie dokie. In we go. From. Okay, I can't see anything, but I've got a lovely cup of tea, as you can see there. Barely. Oh, yes, that's nice. Okay, so let's get into the film and find out what this O Zombie Bin Laden risen from the grave is all about. Right, let's do it.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm due for a leave.
Yeah, I could use some time off. What are you doing the next couple months? I'm available.
I go to Alaska if you go.
Alaska it is.
You might have to wear a shirt. It's kind of cold out there.
Anyway, he isn't coming with us.
I don't know. Derek, do you want to go?
Please no.
I wouldn't mind seeing the windshield factory up there.
Okay, so, oh zombie. Oh Lord. Yes, oh zombie. Bin Laden will die again. I don't know what to make of it really. It's definitely a low budget kind of sci-fi channel movie. Basically, the story revolves around Derek, who is an ex-New York firefighter who lost his entire brigade in the 9/11 towers, and he goes out to Afghanistan looking for Osama bin Laden, thinking that he's still alive. There's lots of conspiracy theories that he's actually still alive, so he goes out on a one-man hunting mission to basically kill him. His sister, Dusty, who is a yoga instructor from Colorado, decides to go out looking for her brother to bring him home. While out there, they run into this ragtag group of military soldiers who are out there in Afghanistan patrolling and taking out various zombies. And the Western world doesn't know that there's this huge zombie infestation, which was a medical experiment gone wrong. So basically, not only do the special forces soldiers have to contend with the living population of Afghan soldiers, you know, the Taliban and everything, but also the tally dead soldiers as well. There's some interesting characters among the actual group of soldiers themselves, including one called the Joker, who's always telling weird jokes. The thing with the film, it kind of takes itself seriously. If I was the director or the writer of the film, I wouldn't have made it so serious on some of its tones. I would have given it the Starship Troopers kind of feel and kind of made it like a piss take, but with lots of comedy elements and things like that, stupid, ridiculous moments, which I think is why I think the Sharknado movies work well, because they don't take themselves too seriously. But it was a moderately entertaining film. I would say it's kind of like a combination of The Walking Dead meets Jarhead or Black Hawk Down, that sort of thing. But it's definitely a low budget kind of sci-fi channel 11 o'clock at night type of movie. The acting actually wasn't too bad. It was solid. There was maybe one or two ropey performances. The special effects, there's lots of like exploding heads, exploding bodies, you know, like Walking Dead type of thing. The Walking Dead does it so much better, but with this, it kind of had a very low budget effect on the special effects. All you would do is you would see a head explode, but it would just be a bright flash of red, like blood and that. So you could definitely tell it was a lot lower budget than something like The Walking Dead. The one thing the film did have going for it was its surroundings out in Afghanistan. Whether or not it was filmed there, I don't know, or probably Jordan or some scenes, you know, locations like that. But there were a few good cinematography moments with like sunsets and shadowy silhouettes and things like that, which actually worked quite well considering, you know, being a low budget movie. And a lot of the scenery, it was desert. It was desert and rolling hills, so they didn't have to worry too much. It was a clean image though. It was a very clean image, so there was hardly any grain noticeable apart from the sand on the floor. But all in all, very satisfying picture quality. The sound also was Dolby Digital, I believe, 5.1. It was upscaled to neuro on my system. Wasn't too spectacular. There was obviously gunshots and explosions. The explosions didn't have the amount of bass that you would expect with grenades going off. And there wasn't really a use of, you know, the background surrounds. So it was an okay soundtrack, but nothing to yell about or expect things flying over the head, that sort of thing. The film is 94 minutes long. It was 2012 and aspect ratio 16:9. There aren't any special features as well. And I just noticed something on the actual case, at the bottom of this case there. I don't remember seeing any kind of scene like that with a tank. It was just soldiers walking across these rocky mountains. That kind of made it look like Fury or Saving Private Ryan or something, and it definitely was not anything like that. But I was also kind of surprised that Zombie, being, you know, the main character, Osama bin Laden, had an on-screen time of about 30 seconds for the whole movie. Had a little bit at the beginning and a very little bit at the end. So kind of, it's not really a film about Osama bin Laden. It's a film about these soldiers and just going out slaughtering zombies. They could have called it anything. Desert Zombie, they could have called it, or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely a pound shop movie. But it's definitely a £1 movie, not a £2 movie. £2 movie, I think, is a little bit too much. But out of 10, I would probably give it 3 out of 10. It's not going to be something that you're just going to pluck off the shelf and say, oh, I can't wait to watch Zombie. It's just a buy once for £1 in a pound shop and then give it to a charity shop. That's it. But it was entertaining. It didn't bore me at all. But it was just one of those very low budget sci-fi channel type affairs. But there we go. So what are we going to do with it? Okay, so Zombie. Are we going to put it up on the shelf? Or are we going to put it down in the recycling bin to go to Lulu's charity and scare the crap out of the dialysis patients that win the bingo? Well, I am so sorry to all of Lulu's patients that might win this in a bingo, but it's definitely in the recycling bin. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. The good news is it wasn't Nicolas Cage. The bad news is it wasn't a brilliant film, but it could have been worse. It could have been a Nicolas Cage zombie movie. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. So like the video by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye!